Hello and welcome to Cboe Volatility 411. My name is Dan Deming and I'm with KKM Financial. Well, we're seeing the SPX coming off the lows overnight, down significantly, now back in the middle of the range, really at the upper end of the range for the day session. VIX currently 1330, we saw a high of 1620 overnight, and we saw the SPX down about 40 some handles, now only down about 18 handles, so we're seeing the market digest some of the news that broke overnight, particularly geopolitical news coming out of Iraq. And historically, geopolitical news does have a tendency to get priced out of the market pretty quickly, unless it's perceived it's going to lead to an economic issue, and that's the point. I don't believe that that's going to be the case. Looking at VIX Futures, January future right around the 1480 level. Again, we're seeing that coming in quite dramatically in the last couple hours. February future 1650, so that roll market's $1.70. If you look at the curve on the back end of the curve, you're looking at around anywhere from 1680 to 1720. So a pretty flat curve from March out to the summer. Again, digesting the recent price action, but not too significantly impacting the futures curve to this point. VIX, measure of implied volatility in the VIX options, spiking higher by 10 points this morning, 89 to 99, now trending back down around the 92 level. I want to point out, big trade today was a strangle 1x2. They sold 13 puts in January and sold 18 call in January. That went up about 12,000 by 24,000 times. So again, we're seeing some vol sellers. Possibly that's why we're seeing the VIX coming in. We also saw a pretty decent sized trade on the January 15 puts. About 10K of those have traded. Looking at next week, I think I want to point out that we're going to get into a full week. We're going to have a lot of news items the market's going to focus on. Certainly some of the data points coming out next week. We have some Fed initiatives over this afternoon into next week as well, and unemployment later in the week. So I think those are things that are going to influence the vol structure as we move through the first full week of trading in 2020.